Hey.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. TBJ's not on the screen. We in trouble.
What's what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Try to get TBJ to pop in on us, but got a lot of moving parts, so that's not gonna happen tonight. Okay, it's not gonna happen. He'll be here shortly, but we're gonna go ahead and do what we do best. All right, my name is Tallboy, tallest man on your internet screen. How y'all doing? We're gonna be live momentarily. I got my man Revis tapping in with us, and we're gonna be doing what we do best. All right, so without further ado, type in the city and state of where you're watching from. We would love to see where you're watching the show from, and I'm gonna go ahead and start recording the show so we do not get behind. All right, and then we also got see if we can do this show in 1 hour or less. So that's what it is. Type in the city and state of where you're watching from, and come hang out with us. My name is Tallboy, and this is what we're going to be discussing for tonight's topics. And on with that note, we will see you on the other side. Welcome, 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 welcome. How is everybody doing today? My name is Tallboy. I don't know. I tried to get TBJ to do his thing, but for whatever reason, it's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. So we do what we do. My name is Tallboy, and we're here to talk tech news. We got a lot to take care of today. A lot of moving parts. We're going to try and see how much of this we can get through within the hour. And don't hold me to the hour. We may go over, but it is what it is. As I said, type in the city and state of where you're tapping in from, and we would love to see where you're joining us from. And I also know we have some people over there on in the UK. He's already tapped in on the comments. I definitely appreciate it. And let's see where we have it. He's all over the place. Is it Revis or no? Revis can't be all the way over there. But somebody's all the way over here in London. Let's see, where is he at? Rich Vibes. It is 48 degrees where he's at. There's no way, man. There's no way. I don't know how you do it. I don't know who's over in this area, but he said he's in Exeter. There's no way I could do 48 degrees, my man. That's entirely too cold. Let me see who else is here. I think this might be Revis. Well, this new feature is not working the way I thought it was going to work. But Revis, he's in Oklahoma, 78.8 degrees. Wow. Okay. Welcome, man. That's what's up. So, yeah, that's what we have going on over there. Once again, my job is to just simplify technology in a language that you can understand. We want you to walk away understanding that this technology is forever evolving. And we just want you to be upwards or be aware of what's going on. And that's pretty much how we're really doing it. Before we get this show started, unfortunately, if you're Catholic, you pretty much heard the bad news of the people's pope transitioning earlier this week. And I wanted to just give a little homage or pay a little homage. I had the chance to go to the Vatican back in November, and I had a chance to go down there and, just be in the vibe, be in, the atmosphere. Picked up a couple postcards, actually sent one off while I was there. And a little fun fact about the Vatican, it's its own country. And so just to say that I was in two countries, which is Italy and the Vatican, while being in actually one country, that was pretty a cool experience, right? So just to be able to say that I was there, that was pretty cool. So yeah. Rich Vibe says it's nighttime here though, 48 degrees. I understand, sir. I do apologize. I keep forgetting the time difference is not what it needs to be. And so that's probably why I'm thinking what I'm thinking, as in 48 degrees. So you're right. It is 48 degrees because it is nighttime. You're right. I do apologize. You are right. Let's see. Lisa Maria is tapping in, and I see her over here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's just what it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's see, what do we have? Here's our show topics for the night for April 23rd.
Yo, 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 what's good, fam? TB2 Tall Boys Avatar coming at you. You know what Wednesday night means. It's about to go down on the Lab Tech Show live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss what we've got cooking up for you tonight. First off, let's talk about your digital footprint. Meta thinks they can just train their AI on your personal data without you even knowing. We're breaking down why users are saying that opt-out button is straight up ghosting them. We're going to keep it a buck and tell you what's really happening. Then, Android users, listen up. Google's Gemini, that feature everyone's been talking about, it's free. We're going to dive into what this means for your phone and if it's the real deal or just a bunch of fluff. Now hold up, because Max is pulling a fast one. They're tacking on an extra $8 to everyone's subscription. We're going to break down the math and tell you if it's time to cut the cord or if it's still worth the watch. Your wallet's going to thank you for tuning into this segment. But wait, there's more good news on the horizon. Remember those sneaky hidden fees on Airbnb? Well, Uncle Sam stepped in, and now they got to show you the full price up front, thanks to some new Biden-era rules. Transparency? We love to see it. We'll tell you how this is going to save you some coins on your next getaway. And we can't forget our resident word wizard, Revis. He'll be in the building, dropping some serious knowledge on the Merriam-Webster word of the day, slough. Trust me, your vocabulary is about to level up. So, set your alarms, tell your people, and grab your favorite adult beverage. The Lab Tech Show is going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We're dropping gems and keeping it 100 on everything you need to know in the tech world. You don't want to be late to the party. We'll catch y'all in the chat. Peace out.
It's getting better, y'all. It's getting better. I just needed to say a couple more words and not sound so robotic-y. But this avatar thing, they say I can do emotions with it, and I'm trying to master it. But once I master it, man, I'm out of here. So each week I'm trying to have my, it talks a little bit more like me, right? And I like it. So hopefully you like it. If you're on your phone, this is how you can participate. There's a poll that's already in the YouTube description. So you probably already participated in that. I can't actually see it in real time, but I would like for you, if you're watching this show on your phone, to let me know, how do you deal with your media storage on your phone? And what I mean by that is you take pictures, you take video. What do you do with it? Does it just stay on your phone? Let me know. On your phone, 1, it stays on my phone. 2, I pay for cloud storage. 3, I transfer to my PC. 4, I have a NAS to transfer frequently. Or 5, hell, I don't know. I need help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know in the comments. How do you deal with your media storage on your phone? And that's your photos and your video. Let me know. That being said, TBJ, he's here and he's got some things that he needs to say. and he'll talk to you about the rules to the show, and then we'll bump in and tap in with Revis. Okay, let me know. Here we go.
Where them fans at? Hit me one time.
Where them fans at, ladies? Where them fans at? How y'all doing? TBJ in the building. What's up? Look, I hope y'all had a great week. I just wanted y'all to dance a little bit. Look, this is how you can participate on the show. You can watch on your phone or your TV. That's right, you can watch on your phone or your TV. Now, come on now, it only makes sense that you can only interact on your phone, right? Come on now, you know that 1 + 1. Come on now, make it make sense. Now, let us know how you really feel about the show, all right? Now, this tech is here. And you can't say we did not tell you, because Tallboy be trying to drop them gems on you, but you got to pay attention, all right? Now, look, we are multi-streaming on multiple platforms, so please come on over here to the Lab Tech Show, because on the YouTubes, because this is where the fire really be at, and you can actually comment in real time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, look, my personal partner, I thought he was gonna change the song and say where them fans at, but he wanna hear his sexy man song. So without further ado, ladies, please sing his anthem for me, please.
It's the sexy man.
Uh-oh.
What your name is? What your name
He's smiling, ladies. He ready.
It's the sexy man.
Roll tape, tall boy. Roll tape.
What your name is?
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn.
Revis, what's going on, sexy man?
Hey, what's going on, TBJ?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. Did you participate in the poll? Tallboy put the poll up on the screen. How do you deal with your media storage on your phone? Does it stay on your phone? You pay for cloud storage? Do you transfer it to a computer? Or you have a NAS to transfer frequently? Or you just don't know? You need some help. Let us know.
You know, mine's actually transferred to my email, I believe. It got some kind of storage in there, but I just say it stay on my phone.
It just stay on your phone. So when your phone max out, you in trouble.
I believe it goes to an email or something.
Uh-oh. I think he need help, y'all. Hit the
Yeah,
spot.
probably.
Hit the spot 1006 says nobody has a Nas but you and TT. I guess that's tech troublemaker. Okay. Dude, this is a lot. But look, where you hanging out with us at tonight for the show?
I am in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I just delivered down the street here not too long ago, and I am so tired. I've been driving since like 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay. You've been rolling. Picture me rolling. That's that song that you need to play as your anthem. That's
I
what's
like
up.
Mr. Sexy Man.
Oh.
Makes me smile every week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you was smiling when Tallboy was playing. I ain't knocking it, player. Look, we got this word of the day, and we would love for you to break it down. I think it has 2 words. Is it slough, or slough? Slew? How do you say it, Revis?
It's actually slew and slough.
Okay. Slew and slough. All right, I'm going to tell you the definition, and you going to break it down and tell us what it really means, the best way that you know how to say it. Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right, well, slew or slough is a formal verb used for the action of getting rid of something unwanted. It is usually used with off, slough, or slew can also mean to lose a dead layer of skin or to become shed or cast off. Now, the way the sentence reads, the editorial urges the mayor not to slough off responsibilities for the errors in the report, or the exfoliating cleanser promises to gently slew away dead skin cells. I hope I got it right. Reeves, break it down for us.
You know, I'm getting older. And one thing I learned, someone told me a long time ago, but I know it's the truth. And if you are older, you can understand when I say sloth. When you wake up in the morning, when you get older, you will notice a little ash. And ash is just the shedding of skin. So when you get older, you actually shed skin. And that is one definition. Now, when we talk about, I'm a nature guy, I love to fish, and we go out there. Sometimes there be some no shoulders out there. There be snakes. And snakes, everyone knows, sheds their skin also. So that is another form of slew. Now, let's talk about getting rid of things because I like the definition about getting rid of something that's unwanted. And that's the reason for my 2 divorces.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, once you get tired, you got to slew them off. You got to get rid of them. And that's a good definition of slew. You get rid of something that is unwanted. And I didn't want them anymore. I know it's supposed to be a lifetime thing, but boy, that's a hard commitment.
Okay. So basically, you had to slew those divorces, and you tried it once, you tried it twice, so you said, "I'm gonna slew this, and I'm not doing it no more." Or
Yeah, and
uh,
I
this.
got women telling me that 3 times is a charm. No, it isn't.
Oh Lord. Or you can slough the dead skin off of your feet, or the snakes can slough off their skin. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You get rid of the old skin so you can make room for the new skin.
Oh, so slough for skin, slew to get rid of something that you don't want no more.
Yeah, slew or slate. I had to slay that relationship.
I ain't mad at you, player. All right, well, we gonna let the audience tell us how you did on the word of the day, okay? How did Rebus do on
Okay.
the word of the day? On your phones, let us know. 1, considering the word, you did that. 2, what did I just listen to? No, sir, I'm not feeling it. 3, this is why I tune in. 4, you struggled, but I'm here for support. Or 5, maybe next week you'll do better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us know in the comments, how did Revis do on the word of the day? Now, while we're waiting on the word, Revis, is there anything you want to hit the people with?
Yes, Tallboy has merch.
Say what?
TBJ has merch.
Mm-mm.
And Revis has merch. And we
Ah.
got new merch. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, and order you some of the new merch and send us some pictures. I'd like to see somebody wearing it.
Hey, that's right. Tall Boy's got merch. I'll see it. You got the word of the day mug on the screen. You got the TBJ bag, the lab textual pillow and hat and t-shirt. Going over there to shop.tallboy.us. Tall Boy's got merch. We even got those word of the day shirts. I like that. Let's see what the audience had to say. What did the audience say? Considering the word, you did that. Man, you did a good job, Revis. Man, you really did a good one, man. I like that. Okay. Sheila Baker said, good evening, TBJ. Hey, Sheila. Boy, third time's a charm. Okay, you said you want to slew them unwanted women. I like that. Uh-oh.
Wow. Yeah, but we got merch, and that's the good thing about it. Everybody go to shop.tallboy.us and order some of that merch and send us the pictures. I'd like to see some pictures. We're going to put them up on the show.
Ah, yes. Yeah, go ahead and get that merch. We got some. We got something for you. All right,
Then my
Professor
day is going to
Remus.
start early,
Huh?
and I'm not going to stay because my day is going to stay real early. So
Ah.
I actually got a load with 14 drops and one final, 15 dang drops,
Got a lot going
and I have
on.
gotten rid of 4 of them.
Oh, that's good. So 15 minus 4. Okay. You getting rid of those
Yeah, that's
slews. You got them unwanted drops. You just want to drop off
I got
once.
11 more to go and try to get them off by Friday, but I may be able to get the last ones off Saturday and make
Sounds
it a little easier for myself.
sounds good. Be safe on the road, okay?
All right.
All
I love
right.
y'all, fam. See
See
you
you
all next week.
see you next week, God willing. Y'all be good. Back to you, Tall boy.
All right, Revis, he's left the building. He's officially left the building. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, all is well with you. TBJ and Revis, boy, that is a whole tandem. And that word was, I never thought of something like that, but only Revis could be Revis and come up with a word like that. We got some things that we want to tap into, and we're going to see how much of this can we get through within the hour. And let's see what we have here. We have on tap tonight, Meta is training AI on your data. Airbnb is forced to update the policy. Gemini's new feature, and Max wants to charge you. Let's go ahead and get started. And I can't make this up, guys. I mean, we're really here in this age of, we talk about the positives of AI. We always tell you, hey, try this, try that. We want you to embrace it. We want you to use it, try it, and then one article is showing you some of the downside of it, but then in another article we're telling you the positive of it, right? So what I mean by that is Meta, they're saying, hey, Meta is training on your AI, is training AI on your data, and it says opting out, it really doesn't work. So if you're using any of the Meta's platforms, you're pretty much stuck with what they have. And that's unfortunate because we really want you to use Facebook, but with AI, everybody's trying to get as much data as they can. So the folks behind Facebook and Instagram, they're saying that they're taking all of the stuff you are putting out there in public on your posts, your pics, even, your clapbacks, in your comments. They're feeding it to their AI so it can learn and get smarter. And now they're saying you can tell them, no, you don't, I don't want you to use my stuff. But a lot of people are saying that it's not that simple. It's like trying to get out of a sticky situation, but they're not helping you, or Meta is not helping you get out of this situation. And they're still saying that they might still use some of your info, even if you say no. And some people can't even find the door to say, I want to opt out. Well, it's hard to know if you've even heard when you say I'm out, and they're telling you can't go. Bottom line is, Meta is saying that folks are feeling like their privacy isn't being respected, and their consent isn't really being asked the right way. So basically, Meta saying, hey, you're using our services, whether you like it or not. This is what it is. Meta is Threads, Instagram, Facebook. So if you're posting any type of content, the AI is training on their data. Now, in other countries such as the UK, where Rich Vibe stays, they have laws that go against that. And so they can't necessarily do that over there. There's ways that you can opt out, but they're giving out broken links. You click on it, it's hard to find it. And unfortunately, you're caught in a situation in the United States where, unfortunately, your data is just going to be used and trained. So it doesn't matter. All of these models, they want to be able to use that data, and not necessarily yours. They don't care where the data comes from. They want to train this AI to where it could be, their model can be the best of the best. Right now, ChatGPT, everybody knows that name, but then Google is creeping up. Microsoft is creeping up with Copilot, Grok, which is X's platform, they're coming along the lines. So a lot of these people are saying, hey, or a lot of these companies are saying, hey, we need to get our hands on as much data as I can. And because you're already using Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, guess what? Why not use that data? You're not paying for the service. So it'd be different if you were like paying for it, but you're actually already posted. So now for somebody, why is this important to you? Remember when privacy was golden, we come from a time before everything was online. We remember when personal stuff was personal. So this feeling like our memories, thoughts are just getting scooped up, it can make you feel like I'm not feeling this at all. But remember, more life, more data. We're more likely got a longer history online, which means that there's probably more of our data out there for these AI models to learn from, and that's a whole lot of life of information that's just hanging out there in the digital world. And then understanding the tech can be a struggle. Let's be real, keeping up with all this new tech and how it uses our info can be a headache. This opt-out process is a little shady, but it just adds to the confusion. And then protecting our reputation. And we've often built careers and reputations. We want to make sure our online presence, which might include some old posts or pics, aren't used in some weird AI way that could mess with that. And then setting an example for the next generation. Hold up, we might have, kids, or y'all might have kids out there that who are growing up in the digital world, and how we handle our own privacy sets the tone for them about what's important and what to watch out for. So now you, as the people that are using AI, or excuse me, using these social media platforms, you have to be the responsible one. I'm pretty sure most of this audience, we're more responsible than probably the younger generation. But if there's some things on the platforms that you think that you don't want, I probably would just take some time this weekend, or some time when you find some time, and say, you know what, let me get rid of some of this stuff, because I don't know if I really want AI training on my data. It may be too late, but it doesn't hurt to just start deleting some of that data that you don't necessarily want, if that makes sense. I got a question for you. What are your thoughts on Meta training on your data? Do you like this or do you not? One, on your phone. I'm not worried. I have nothing to hide. Two, see, this is why I don't fool with Meta. Three, I'm not paying for their services, so they get my data. Four, I don't care who reads the fine print these days. Or five, I need to reevaluate my social media usage. 1 through 5. Let me know in the comments, what do you think, or what are your thoughts on Meta training on your data? Do you like this? Do you not like it? Do you think that this is a fragganacle bull? Or are you like, hey, I'm not feeling this at all? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of this? Awesome Fun Thing says, the Zuck knows all. Ha ha ha. Well, I mean, there it is. I mean, we're at a point now where he built a platform. It's actually his. There's nothing that we can technically do. There's nothing that we can technically do about it. What can we do about it? I mean, we've trusted Instagram, we've trusted Facebook, and then this new platform out here, Threads. Who's to say that TT, which is TikTok, or Blue Sky, or X, is not doing the same thing? They have trusted or created a platform to where we feel as if it can be trusted, and we can lay our innermost thoughts out there, if that makes sense. And now we're in a situation where here's the data. Why not train on this data? I have the right to train on it, as they say, right? So why not? So I don't know. Hit the Spot 1006 says, don't care for it at all. I'm not feeling any of this. Don't know if this is cool or not. I don't know if I like it, but I just don't care for it. Just not feeling it at all. All right. So looks like we got a split somewhere, and I'm not paying for their services, so they get my data. I mean, I think that you really have to look at it from that perspective, right? You're not paying for Facebook. You're not paying for Instagram. So if they charge you for a service, I think that might be the right, but it's no different from Android saying, or Google saying, it's no different from Google saying you're getting a free email we're providing all of these great services to you, so we're going to run ads. So even though we don't like ads and we say something, we speak it into existence, or we say something and all of a sudden ads just start popping up on our timelines and we start seeing advertising, right? That's something that we have to pay attention to. You're not paying for that email. What if you started paying for a private email, but because it was free and we needed to find a way to do business, we did not read the fine print back then. And guess what? We're stuck with it. That's what it is. All right, we're going to move on to our next article. We have Airbnb. They're saying that they're forced to update their policy. This is interesting here because I don't know how many people actually are using Airbnb, but if you are, this is one of these situations where what have I done over here? I don't know what I've done. Okay, we'll figure it out in 1 second. But Airbnb has said that they're going to show the full price by default thanks to the Biden era rule. And basically, Airbnb just made a big move to keep things just honest with everybody. If you're looking for a place to crash in someone else's home, they're going to start showing you the whole amount right from the jump, the base price plus all those extra fees, taxes, cleaning fees. They're just telling you upfront when you are searching on their website, hey, I'm looking for this home, I'm looking for that home. All the prices are right there. There's no need for you to say, oh, I found a place to stay because I'm going to visit someone in New York, or I'm going to go visit a family member. And then you see the price that says $68 a night. But then by the time you get to the checkout, it's like, oh, well, it's actually $125 a night. How did he go from 60 something to 120 something? And they're saying for a while now, you'd be looking at a spot on Airbnb thinking, all right, that's not a bad price. But then, you get to the end and you see a cleaning fee or other charges that have been tacked on. And turns out back in 2022, some, people were saying that they did the math and found out these cleaning fees would be a huge, hefty price just for one night, just making up a quarter or even more than the total cost. And then they were saying that Airbnb did not have a button that you could just flip to see the total price, but you had to go looking for it, or it wasn't just out there front and center. Let's just put it like that. Now the government, right before the new administration took place, they stepped in and said, no more. We're going to eliminate all these junk fees. So this new rule starts dropping on May 12th. And they're saying that all businesses, not necessarily Airbnb, but this is the one that they're focusing on, they got to show the full price and all the mandatory fees are included right from the start. So basically, they're called the sneaky extra charges. So they're saying that they're ending all of that. They called these junk fees, and they're just trying to shut down so folks are not getting bamboozled when they're trying to buy something. So Airbnb is getting ahead of the curve and making it the standard to show you the total cost from the get-go. No more hidden fees. And basically they're saying that this is just a smarter choices about where you want to, choose to stay your night when you go on a vacation or you just want to have your getaway. Now, here's the kicker. It might not be a forever thing because the new administration could roll this back and say, oh, no. We're going to roll this back. And he's already done this with TT. So because he's done this with TT, even though TT has already been, Congress voted TT out, he has said, oh, well, we'll extend it for 90 days. And then he did an extra extension. So who's to say that this new administration may or may not do this? But the rule is supposed to go into effect May 12th. Now, this could be a real blessing because there's no sticker shock, easier price comparison, less wasted time of looking for places to stay. And then you find out you get stuck with something that, I just wasted 20, 30 minutes of my time. It builds trust and it avoids awkward group bills. So basically, if you're booking a place with friends or family, knowing the total cost from the start, it makes it, way easier to split the bill fairly. Because if I see, well, you told me $65, and then next thing you know, you telling me it's 120. Now you got to show me the receipt. Let me just see the price up front, and we'll be done with it, if that makes sense. Do you like the new Airbnb policy? Do you like this? Let me know. 1, I wonder why these shady tactics were allowed. 2, eliminating junk fees is crucial. 3, I appreciate them not wasting my time. 4, not impressed. They will find a way to get over on me. Or 5, I prefer a hotel, so I'm unbothered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the new Airbnb policy? Is this positive? Or I'm not feeling this. Let's see. Ray Wright, he says, it's about time. It's about goddamn time. That's right. And Hit the Spot 1006 says, don't care for it at all. Not feeling it. They should have never did it in the beginning. So I don't know. This is interesting because I think that we're in a state where all people want is transparency. Do right by me. I do right back by you. And we good. That's all you got to do. Just do right by me. Don't tell me one price and then I walk up in there. It's no different of how I feel about Adobe right now. You know, the 14-day policy, I cancel on the 14th day and then they hit me with the, oh, well, if you want to cancel, you got to pay this fee to get out of the contract. Whoa. That's a whole nother discussion for another battle or another day. But those hidden fees got me, if that makes sense. So something to think about. With that being said, call to action time. What's going on, everybody? It's the Lab Tech Show. Will you hit that like, notification button, and the subscribe button to join this show? Be a part of this family. Please embrace this technology because we got you. Because this is the Lab Tech Show where we make this content digestible. We show you the article, we break it down, and we're building a family, a community. And we would like for you to join us, all right? Now, come on now. Will you hit that button? Subscribe. Join the family. This is what we do. Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Lab Tech Show. You know how we do it. It's a community, and we want you to walk away with this information. And then that way you know how to move forward, all right? The Lab Tech Show. All right, that's what it is. We're trying to build community over here. And I love for you to share this content with 2 or 3 of your colleagues. I know y'all are out. I know you're talking to somebody. Tell them about the show. Help me out. We still stuck for some odd reason. Awesome Fun Things made a statement the other day. He's actually stuck on his morning show. And he's like, I almost have more episodes than I have followers. And that really bothers a content creator because you're putting in a lot of effort when it comes to creating content, and we want more people, and we want a family, or we're building a community where we want you to see what's going on. And I appreciate his efforts of trying to build, and he's almost at 1,000 shows. I'm more like at 200 or 300. He's at almost at 1,000. So to have more shows than subscribers, that can really bother a creator. So, I mean, we appreciate the people that do watch and that do come, but you know, you can invite 2 or 3 friends because I'm promoting and advertising on my side, but can you help me out as well? I don't ask for much, please. Mama D says, I'll stay at a hotel or with family if I pull up. I'm not mad at you, Mama D. I'm pulling up at the hotel. I ain't got time for all of this foolishness. I do not have time for this foolishness right here. Let's see. What do we have here? Let me see. What's the next article that we're going to talk about? What do we have here? We have Gemini. All right. I said I was going to do this, and we've been talking about Gemini for a minute. Let me disconnect this. So Gemini has a new feature, and it's called Live. So they've been talking about this, how cool this is. I'll show you how it works momentarily. And if you have an Android phone, you should have this now, or it should be rolling out relatively soon. If you have a Pixel phone, you should already have it. As I've always said, the Pixel phones are the greatest phones out for 2024 and 2025. I just think that's just my personal preference after doing all the research. I know the cult of Mac is not trying to rock with what I have to say, but if you have an Android phone, here's your opportunity to be a part of something special until it rolls out to, the other side, if that makes sense. Gemini's most interesting feature is now officially live or free for all Android users. They're saying that their new AI buddy, Gemini, has got a new trick called Live, and now everybody with an Android phone can rock with it for free. Think of Gemini Live like FaceTime or Zoom, but instead of talking to your people or your boss, you can go to Gemini AI on the other end and make magic happen. You can have a whole conversation with it. You can show it what's on your phone screen or point your camera at something in front of you, and the AI brain can help you out in real time. It can tell you like what you're looking for or what you're looking at, guide you through something on your phone. Now, this used to be exclusive to Pixels, but unfortunately, they said we're going to roll it out. They also made it available to Gemini Advanced users. So if you were paying that monthly subscription of Gemini Advanced or what is it, Google Advanced, I think it's like $9.99 or $19.99 a month, then you were able to get this as well. But now Google heard that the people were saying that they were rocking with this Gemini, and they said we're going to make it free for everybody. So they're rolling it out slowly. So you might have to wait a few weeks, but once you get it, this is going to change how we do things. You may not need a mechanic no more. You may not need a cook no more. You may not need, it can walk you through the steps, and we're going to see this in real time. So basically they say it's simple. Just open up the Gemini app on your Android phone. You should already have it on there, but if not, just go into the Play Store, search Gemini app, and then look for the button that says live, or just holler at your phone and say, hey, you know the word, and go live with Gemini. So I'll do that moment, and it says point your camera at whatever you got puzzled, or share your screen if you need help with something on your phone. So you screen share on your phone, or you can point it at something. And then it will, jump in and try to help you out to the best of its ability. Now, Google's doing this to get their AI tools in more people's hands and make it easier for people to use their phones. Now, why is this important? It's tech support in your pocket. Remember trying to explain to your kids or grandkids what's messing up your phone. Now you can just ask Gemini Live. Maybe it can walk you through it without asking them for help. Hey, how I do this on my phone? Just ask Gemini. Identifying the what's it. Ever stare at something and have no clue of what it is? Just point at Gemini and say, what is this? And it could be handy for plants, tools, or whatever random stuff that just comes your way. Especially if you're traveling abroad. Maybe you don't know what this plant is. Open up the Gemini app and say, what is this plant? Or maybe you don't know what this bug is. Just point at it. It'll tell you. What kind of dog is it? It'll tell you. Real-time help without waiting on hold. You don't have to call customer service. You don't have to go into nobody's store and say, hey, how do you do this? If you're online and you're getting stuck, you can share your screen with Gemini and maybe get some instant guidance. Now, we did this earlier on the computer, but now this is on the phone. When we did this a couple weeks ago, I said, hey, Gemini can do all of this on the computer. Now they've transferred all of this over to the phone, and they're saying if you got an Android, this is absolutely free. And now you can also learn new things visually. So instead of just reading the instructions, you can now show Gemini live what you're trying to do. And basically, it's like following a recipe, and you can fix or make whatever it is that you want to do and get real-time visual help. All right? That's what this is doing for you. So while I ask you this question, I'm going to pull up a couple things. I got a couple books down here, and we're going to see how this actually works. Um, um, that's not what I wanted to pop up on this screen here. So let's see if I can reset the results. There we go. Here we go. Are you going to try Gemini, or do you think it's a gimmick? Let me know. Your comments will appear here. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my phone. I'm going to open up Gemini. I've already had this for about 3 weeks. I was so excited. I jumped up when I saw that I had it on my phone. And now it's available, or they say it's available to all Android users. And if you don't have it, it's going to be available relatively soon. So I'm opening up the Gemini app, waiting on your comments. I'm hitting the live button over here. And I have 2 books here. I have The Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, How We Can Learn to Fulfill Our Potential, and The Brand Book, An Insider's Guide, Building for Business and Organizations. I'm not going to show the name of the book, okay? I'm not going to show the name of the book. I'm just going to show just one page so you can see this. So I'm not going to show the name of the book. There's no title of what the name of the book is on this page. And let me close Gemini so it can't hear what I'm saying, but it says ways to devise your strategy. And we're going to ask it some questions, okay? Turn on the live. All right. So can you tell me the name of this book that I'm reading right now? So it tells me it's talking about brand strategy, but it does not tell me, it cannot make out the title, and they want me to bring it closer. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio in my ears, but can you give me a synopsis of what this is all about? I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Did you guys hear everything that was said, or do I need to repeat that? Long story short, short story long. They said that it was a way to do strategy, and they talked about how a company bought out another company. And I heard what they just said, but I forgot that easily. No, I want to see if you can look at another book over here. And well, actually, no, I don't want you to do that. I want you to look at this right here and tell me what's so special about this right here. No, I want you to look at this device that's in my hand. What's so special about it, and what makes it cool? Okay, they're saying that they can't hear me in the show, so I got to redo this again. All right, I'm sorry. Um, it was actually in my glasses. I do apologize. All right, we're gonna do this one more time, real brief. Not gonna eat up too much more time. We're gonna do this again. Can you tell me what's so special? Go back live. What is this device here?
It looks like you're holding a GoPro camera. They're popular for their ruggedness and wide angle lenses, perfect for capturing action shots. Did you have any specific questions about it?
If someone is 40 years plus, why would they need a GoPro?
GoPros aren't just for the younger crowd. They're great for anyone who wants to capture their adventures, big or small. Think about it. A 40-year-old might use one to film a challenging hike, a bike ride, or even just to document a family vacation. Plus, they're super durable, so they can handle pretty much anything.
Hmm. Okay. Now I have this book here, and can you tell me what the synopsis of this story is here?
Okay, I see the brand book by David Holland. It's about how businesses and organizations can build strong brands. The book covers everything from understanding your target audience to creating a consistent visual identity. It's a comprehensive guide for anyone looking to create a powerful brand.
And what's so special about this chapter here?
This chapter is about how a brand's essence should resonate with its audience. It uses the examples of Honest Beauty and Campaign for Real Beauty to illustrate how brands can connect with consumers on an emotional level by promoting authenticity and challenging traditional beauty standards. Honest Beauty emphasizes the use of genuine ingredients, while Campaign for Real Beauty celebrates real women, and both strategies aim to build strong, lasting brand loyalty. Did you want to discuss these campaigns in more detail?
No, thank you so much for your time. So clearly, I did not show the title or the front page of this book. Nowhere in the book does it have the name of the book in here. Nowhere it's nowhere in here. It just says chapter 9. What does your brand have to offer overall? And then part 1, the strategy. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else over here. And so for it to be able to tell who the author was, be able to say the name of the book, that's pretty amazing. So if you have an Android phone, I highly recommend you tap in, see what it's all about, and see if it's worth your while. All right. That's all I can really do. Just put it out there for you. And hopefully that, if you have an Android phone, you see it and you rock with it. All right. That's what it is. All right, guys, these are the brands. Check out the Lab Tech Show, Your Live Production, and tallboy.us. It's pretty simple. Go to those websites. You'll see everything that Tallboy does. Don't forget that we're on Spotify and YouTube podcasts at the Lab Tech Show. And then we also are on Roku and Amazon Fire at TVE Media, all right? Don't forget, you can always support the show, whether it's a small donation or a large one, at Cash App or PayPal. Those are the respective links right there on the screen. And then don't forget to think big, think tall, think tall boy. Think big, believe in God, think tall, the sky's the limit. Think tall boy because he said so and he's doing it. That's what it is. It is the brands, and we would love for you to support what we got going on. All right? That's what it is. The brands. And then also, don't forget, Tall Boys got what? Tall Boys got merch. Check out that new merch right there. We got merch for everybody, and I think that you'll like what you see. Go over to shop.tallboy.us and check out the merch. These are just a few samples that you see right here, and we would definitely appreciate you taking the time out to go get your merch. All right? Back to you, Tall Boy. All right, guys, we got one more article that we're going to discuss for the evening. And where did it go? There we go. Max, they want to charge you, right? They want to charge you if you have a Max account. All of these streaming services have been doing a lot. And at this point, Netflix started all of this. So make sure y'all don't forget that Netflix started it. And I guess these other companies are saying, we're going to finish it. All right. They're saying that they want to charge you $8 extra if you share your password with anybody outside of your household. I can't make this up, guys. They said Max, the streaming spot where you can catch all of the Warner Brothers and Discovery shows, they just pulled a move out of Netflix's playbook. And they said if you want to share your account with people who aren't in your house, it's going to cost you an extra $8 a head each month, not an extra $8 a head. So basically, If your cousin's people is in Brooklyn, want to keep using your Max login. If Revis is somewhere in where did he say he was at today? In Shawnee, Oklahoma, and he gets the password, they're gonna charge me that $8 plus the cousin that I shared it with up in Brooklyn. And then now they're saying same goes for your best friend across town. So this is not for folks in the same house, but they're cracking down on people using their passwords or giving those passwords out to everyone and basically saying that it's only for your walls and your walls only. They're saying that this isn't nothing new. Netflix and other streaming platforms have been doing this for a minute to try to get more people to pay for their own accounts and to boost their pockets. So for you, basically they're saying that this is the end of the free ride. If you've been sharing your Max or HBO Max before they switched it over to Max, they said with family or friends, basically those free streams are likely to dry up unless you're willing to put out some extra money. And then basically budget check, $8 a month per extra person can add up quick. So you got to decide if keeping everyone connected is worth the extra cost for your monthly budget. And then basically tech talk with the fam, get ready for some potentially awkward conversations with people you've been sharing your passwords with because they're going to have to pay if they want, or they're going to have to get their own account. Learning new logins. If folks decide to get their own accounts, you may have to keep track with a whole new set of usernames and passwords. And then basically the good old days, those things, remember when you could just share your cable password with whoever? Well, this feels like another step away from those simpler times. So I don't know. It seems like it's going to be more individual subscriptions. The rise of streaming circles, you might see smaller groups doing this, and then increased piracy. While the goal is to get more people paying customers, some folks are going to be used to that who are used to free access might look for other less legal ways to watch their shows. I don't think people really care about how they watch the content. They just want to watch the movie that's out there. My question that I have for you is, do you like what Max is doing? One, it's business. Two, times are changing and we have to accept it. Three, we will find a way to watch our shows. So do you, because I do me. Four, Max is wrong for this. There is no reprieve. Or five, they really just need to bring cable back. 1 through 5. Let me know in the comments. Do you like what Max is doing? Let me know. What do you think? This is a lot. I don't know if this is going to boil over well. Because I think what needs to happen is everyone probably should just say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to cancel all these subscriptions. Because 9 times out of 10, are you really watching YouTube TV, Netflix, Disney, Hulu? Are you watching this stuff like weekly? Like how much content are you really watching? And I think what you should do is just probably just say, I'm going to try it for 1 month, cancel, go to the next one, cancel, go to the next month, and then just get all your streaming in 1 month instead of having multiple platforms, because that's where it seems like it's going to go. And when people wise up and say, I don't have time for this no more, they're going to be saying, hey, we want you back as the customer, but you're burning your bridges. And I get it, you want your money, but you're not putting out any new content. So until some new content comes out, this is my personal take. Until you start giving me some real content that I want to see, I could really do with or without. I can really do without it. I don't necessarily need it, if that makes sense. Sheila Baker says, times are changing. We just have to accept it. I understand, Sheila. I get it. I'm trying my best to brace it, be ready for it. And, it's a lot. And I just think that we just need to be ready for this type of technology. It's not necessarily technology. I just think we just need to be ready for, we're about to be hit with a lot of stuff that we're not going to like. The good old days are pretty much coming to an end. and everything that was free or everything that we could get with the hookup, those days are pretty much coming to an end because everybody's trying to find a way to monetize. The only thing I want you to do is monetize my salary. I need a raise because everybody else wants to go up, but I'm not going up. My price is still the same price. Make it make sense. That's the way I look at it. All right, guys. That's the fun-filled show packed in 1 hour. Gave you 4 articles. Gave you a word of the day. Slew or slough. Meta is training AI on your data. Remember, you're giving Facebook, Instagram, and Threads your access for free. You didn't pay for the service, so they're saying that everything that you post, they're going to train off of that. So just be mindful of what you post. Airbnb is forced to update the policy due to the last administration. They said no more junk fees. The question is, will it hold true? Gemini's new feature, if you have an Android phone, pull it out. See if you have live. It could possibly help you get through a situation. And Max wants to charge you $8 per person that uses that password. Man, can you imagine if I'm supposed to only be paying $14.99 and then you turn around and hit me with a $24 charge because I shared the password 3 times? You know how mad and 38 hot I would be? They would probably never get my business again. But to each his own. Ray Wright says, I like this idea. Use it for 1 month. Also, Streamlabs that shows you want. Yeah, there you go. I'm just giving you ideas to get around all of this because honestly, you're not using the content. You're not watching all of this stuff and they're already getting over. How many shows, and I really want you to think about this over the weekend as we go into May 1st. As we go into the next month, think about that this weekend. How many shows are you really watching per week or per month on the platforms that you're paying for? And if you're not getting in over 10 shows, you can binge watch those series because after they air, and I know some people, they like to be keeping up with the times of social, but outside of that, and I know you want to be the first one to watch it as soon as it drops, but after that, then what? Because there's nothing else. So think about that. Maybe that might be the new play for the next 40 days, next 90 days. Maybe that might be the new play. So once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's another episode of the Lab Tech Show. We're just trying to simplify tech, make it digestible. And I want to have a conversation with you. And hopefully you guys walk away with some great value out of it and make you strategize and think about what you think might be good. So my last question that I have for you is, what did you think of tonight's show? 1, too long. Give me a shortened version. 2, I'm loving the style. I appreciate this. 3, nah, I'm not feeling the show. Bring Tallboy and a guest back. 4, tech is not my thing. It was okay. Or 5, this show was a breath of fresh air. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. What did you think? Definitely would like to know your thoughts on tonight's show. All right. With that being said, I definitely thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. The goal is to have you guys walk away being more updated than ever and want you to just say, hey, at least I heard about this over here. So then when it does happen and it starts rolling out on your side, you can be like, I heard that over at the Lab Tech Show. I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curve. And I want my people that choose to rock with me to be a part of that. On that note, I definitely thank you guys so much for hanging out. And until next week, God willing, thank you so much for watching the show. It's the Lab Tech Show.
You already know. Tall boy.
I want you to think about those junk fees, y'all. Are y'all paying? Or are y'all going to keep paying that extra month or you going to cancel? Let me know.